Hey guys, and welcome back to my video series on opening a brick and mortar retail store for board games, role-playing games, and trading card games. In this video, we're going to tackle the exciting and sometimes daunting task of signing a lease and working with a landlord. And I'm going to give you my best secret for not getting screwed and signing a bad lease. Now, where the hell have I been for 5 months? Well, I lived out in Denison, Texas. Dice and Dragons physical store was there, and then the city decided to remodel their main street and run out of money while doing it. So they tore up the road, made it impossible for cars to get to businesses. A bunch of businesses, even ones that had been there for 30 plus years, had to close their doors because there was no way to get foot traffic. The project has lasted over 2 years. It's way over budget, way over time, and we decided to move instead of dealing with that headache. So we moved closer to the Prosper, Frisco, kind of Dallas, Texas area. We're just got a house, moved the store, moved the house, unpacked everything. I'm setting up my studio, and I've seen your comments telling me to get back to it, that you love these videos, you love this series, you're excited. And so you're going to find in this video, maybe my sound is off or the camera, other things, because instead of taking more time to fine tune my studio, I just wanted to get this video out. The next couple videos are going to be better. They're going to be perfect. But this one, it was important to me to just get back on the horse, shoot out a video, no excuses. And that's what I'm doing. So thank you guys for the encouragement. I'm back. I'm doing these videos again. Let's get started. Okay, now signing a lease is kind of like getting an apartment and house shopping all in one. Unlike an apartment lease that is month to month or year to year, you may be signing for 3 to 10 years. It is possible to get a year-to-year lease in a business, but businesses are expected to be stable, long-term commitments. That's why it's normal to expect you to stay put for 5+ years. I mean, neither you or your property manager wants you to have to pick up and move your business to a new location year after year. It just doesn't make sense. That would be a nightmare. But you do want to take your time with finding a property manager and signing a lease because it's like getting married. If you don't choose your property manager well, it can be a messy and expensive divorce. I have met landlords that were awesome and some that were straight off of the nightmare side of Craigslist. One guy stroked my beard without my permission. I was out of there. Ultimately, they're just regular people though, right? There are multi-million-dollar holding companies out there that own tens of thousands of properties, but more than likely you will be working with someone who owns just a few buildings and they're looking to pay the mortgage on your building and pocket some cash for retirement. When you're talking to them, you're going to meet a lot of them. You're going to see a lot of spaces. Don't fall in love too quick. Your first initial phone call should be brief. They will ask you questions about your business and budget. It's not a job interview. Have confidence. If anything, you're hiring them. Some great questions to ask are, how much is the rent? How long is the lease for? Are utilities included? There are a good amount of questions to ask, but save that for after you set up time to go walk the space. Seeing a space from the window looking in and walking around inside of it are about the same difference between seeing someone's photo on Tinder and meeting them in person. Huge difference. Ask questions in person. Make a list. And if you don't know what questions to ask, use ChatGPT. Go to it. It's a free resource. Type in, if I'm renting a retail space for a game store from a property manager and it's my first time talking to one, what questions should I ask? ChatGPT will spit out a list. Take it with you. Read it. The main thing to remember is to have confidence, but be honest. Don't pretend to know everything and let your property manager know this is your first retail space. This isn't like playing magic. You want to make sure you show your hand. If the space doesn't suit your needs, ask the owner if they own any other spaces that do. If it doesn't work out, move on. If it does, then they will present you with a lease. It's that simple. When you get the lease, it might feel like you've stumbled upon an ancient scroll filled with mystical jargon. Don't panic. Take the time to read it thoroughly, and if there's anything you don't understand, don't be afraid to ask the property manager. Have someone you know in business look at the lease and ask for their opinion because they have experience with signing leases. And I do have a secret, like I said before, for helping you navigate signing a lease that will ensure you have no problems. And that's coming up. But first, I'd like to tell you how much I hate it when people interrupt their video to ask me for a sub, which is what I'm going to do to you right now. Because the truth is, I create this content for free, and you liking, subscribing, and ringing the notification bell is how I get paid both physically and emotionally. So thank you for taking a second to do that. And also go check out diceanddragons.com. I got mugs, I got dice, I got cards, I got t-shirts for sale. And all of those things help me afford hot food and a place to have an indoor bowel movement. So thank you. Now that I'm done begging, I want to reveal to you the secret for making sure you never get screwed. And that is hire a real estate attorney who specializes in commercial leases to look over your lease. But Alex, a lawyer will cost thousands of dollars and I'm super intimidated. Chill. It shouldn't cost you more than $200 for 1 hour of their time to do this. Lawyers are expensive when you need them for months of litigation, but having them look over a lease and answer your questions and having them suss out any red flags takes 1 hour. I wish I had known this sooner. Oh my gosh. A $200 consultation with an attorney could save you thousands of dollars in the long run. Trust me, you don't want to accidentally agree to provide a sacrifice of 100 goats every full moon or something equally outrageous. I had one property manager try to sneak in an air conditioner with no warranty into a lease one time. It had been used for 10,000 years before I got there. And if it broke, I would have had to foot the bill for repairs or replacement. And that's $20,000 to $150,000 I was not going to spend. Now, what if you have to negotiate your lease? Just be honest and open about your needs and concerns, because maybe something in the lease isn't perfect. You don't have to bail. Bring it up. Be prepared to talk about the financial aspect. It's not just about monthly rent. You may need to consider talking about utilities, maintenance. Do you have parking spaces that are just for your business? Before signing a lease, I always ask point blank, if I were to write a check and get the keys today, how much would that check be? This paints a clear picture, and the owner has to put a number down that includes all fees and extras. Finally, when you're ready to sign that lease, it's like pass and go and collecting $200. You get goosebumps all over your skin. It's amazing because it's a milestone moment that signals your commitment to bringing your game store to life and making your dreams come true. Just make sure you have a pen that works, because it's a little embarrassing if you both show up with cash and keys and no way to sign. That's happened to me several times. And there you have it. Signing a lease and working with a landlord doesn't have to be intimidating. With just a little bit of preparation and good humor and maybe a little bit of luck, you'll be on your way to turning that empty, hollow space into a thriving, super sexy game store. Next video, I'm going to be talking about the riveting subject of business plans and finances. Do you even need a business plan? Where do you even find